Hey y'all, it's Gina with Thread Graffiti. I just wanted to show you a quick tutorial on a rag quilt that you quilt as you go. And so this is what the front of it looks like. I have two strips and this is what the back looks like. So I'm just using solid random colors on the back, and the front is going to look like that. Once you wash it, it'll kind of, rag up. Okay, here's how you do it. All right, take two pieces of fabric. These are both cut 5 inches by 5 inches. And so we're gonna put the good side down. We're gonna put a piece of 4.5 inch batting in the center of it. And with rag quilts, nothing has to be perfect. And then the back piece is, since it's solid, it doesn't matter. But ultimately what you're doing is you're making a little tiny quilt sandwich. So that's the good side and that's the back side, sandwiched in the center with batting. And we're gonna go around the edge. I usually try to leave my edges just about a little bit more than 1/4 inch, a real fat 1/4 inch. And then go straight down the corners. And I back stitch, do a lot of back stitching on this. And back to the quarter. So there's the front and there's the back. All right, now we have to do another one so I can show you how to put them together. All right, another piece of batting, sorry. So it's just a little mini quilt sandwich. The pretty side of that one and then the back side. And we're gonna go all the way around the edge. This is great for beginners. Because nothing has to be perfect. My lines aren't perfect. My seam allowances are not perfect. This piece of fabric's not cut perfect. And so what we do now is we have two pieces and you're going to put the back sides together. And so basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna sew it, and if you get confused, you can pin it just so you make sure. And then you're gonna open it, and so it's gonna look like that because you're gonna want your seams sticking out. So it's going to be the back to the back, and then you're just going to go right down the seam that's already there, and I back stitch on both sides. And then when you open it, it looks like that, and then there's your back of your quilt all ready to go. And then I take my scissors and I just snip randomly. Just don't get your seam in there. And then when you wash it, all of that will fray and it'll look really cute. And so then you just keep going. I'm doing 10 blocks and you just keep going and going until you get sick of going. All right, so again, I'll show you. This is what it looks like. There's my two strips together. So there's the fronts and just stitch down the center. And then since it's quilt as you go, you're all done. You just need to keep making strips, and then you can add a border at the end, and I'll show you that in a different video. Have fun! Oh wait, so I thought I would show you what it looks like when you're adding the rows together. So I have 4 rows of 10, and I'm gonna add the two pieces, the 2 rows together, and I'm gonna show you how. And so it's basically the same thing as we just did with each square. So we're just going to put the backs together, and so you can see the fronts, and then it's going to go just like this. And I don't usually pin, but you can if you want to. And if you are going to, you're just going to pin these 2 areas together and try to line your seams up. And I usually put the pin a little bit farther away from the seam so it doesn't get in the way. And so that's what it's going to look like if you're going to pin it. And again, it's just going to be the 2 backs facing each other. And then we're going to stitch right on the line or near the line that we've already stitched on. We're going to start and back stitch. And then we're going to line up the two seams just a little bit. And I kind of just open the seams open with my fingernail. And then I kind of just stop at every seam and get my seams sort of open. Push them down. And go. And same thing with this one.